Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and another monthly Senate Q&A. If it's your first one, this is a monthly series I do for all my senators, answering questions both from Discord and from the chat, and also the one time per month that I will do a senator only chat, which I don't want to do it otherwise, unless there's like a new Star Wars movie, just to avoid spoilers. That also works, but I want to give something back to all the senators for their kind support over the years or months. Yes, I cut out the music a bit early. I couldn't wait. Usually I go away and mix some G Fuel, but I realized I had a freaking double dose of G Fuel on my stream a couple of hours ago, so I thought I should probably not drink more of that now. That's why I was just sitting here like, do I really have to wait for the entire intro? Maybe I should have. Good to see you all. Stefan, good to see you in the chat. JP, Wozex, Hamarika, John Hamati, Madik, Mad Titan Bathos. Sam, good to see you. I saw your comment earlier. I'm glad you managed to catch the stream. And hello there, Bob Ross and Infarcade, Paul John, Eric. Good to see so many senators in the chat. Of course, Stefan, I miss all my senators. Should we switch over to this one? We are 210 senators. We set a goal of 250 for, well, we didn't really decide if we're just going to put it on October overall or if we're going to put it... for the release of Grievous. The goal is 250 senators. Can we do it? I don't know. Maybe we can. Thank you all for your support. I'm also hoping there might be something new for senators in the near couple of months. Like, I don't know. If they would have tiers or similarly, I think that would be pretty neat. Like on Twitch. Hopefully, I'm still waiting for them to get the proper alerts for renewing your Senate membership, I guess is the right word. Thank you very much. And I don't know, Apple Tart is here as well, but I can just see that it was timed out for 5 seconds by Nightbot. Did you caps lock? You should have learned by now, Apple Tart. Don't use caps lock. Welcome, Bob Ross. I'm doing very good, thank you, Paul. John, how are you doing? 40 senators, 45 days, we can do this. I hope so, Infarcade, I really do. How's you and your family doing, by the way, with the newest addition and so on? My Danish teacher said today that the air in Denmark is very clean because all the pollution is sent to Sweden. Really? I mean, that doesn't really make sense. I mean, it depends on which direction the wind would blow. Sometimes it might be west, sometimes it's east, south, north. It doesn't make sense that it would always go to Sweden, though. Oh, Beck is gonna be timed out in 3, 2, 1, boom. No? Nightbot is asleep, maybe? Well, it's not really a caps lock rule per se, but there is... Nightbot doesn't like it. I could probably shut it off, but... I mean, I don't mind caps lock in... I don't mind caps lock in... like moderate amounts, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's like if you have a few words that's caps lock, fine, but when you write like an entire sentence in caps lock, it's gonna get removed. I don't know what you're talking about, Stefan. Amanita, who's that? Let's see if Webby gets timed out. That's probably too much for Nightbot. Look at all those. There's a lot of people with those red lightsabers. A lot of 6 to 11 month senators. Beautiful. Thank you for all your continued support, guys. Oh, yep. Webby just got timed out. Alright, Paul John. Marcus, good to see you as well. I think we should just... I can understand some Danish Vosax, especially written, but spoken, is that what you say? It's a bit trickier. Very tricky, actually. The door give. Why did you? No one likes the door giveaway, man. Stop saying that all the time. KOB, hello there. Infarcade, I guess we can hover above your name or your logo. It says you are 3 months away, Infarcade. 3 months away. When do you get the Return of the Jedi Palpatine symbol? That's at... Wait, Return of the Jedi, you mean Force Lightning? That's 12 months. So there's this new 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, and 12 months. I gotta come up with one. What do you guys think I should do for 2 years? I mean, I've got roughly like 7 or 8 months before the first senator becomes a 2-year senator. And I'm not quite sure because like you probably know, I found these really good badges already made. So I can't really make them from scratch, but I was thinking I could like take the Force Lightning one, but pump it up a bit, maybe some more Force Lightning or, you know, something like that. I'm not quite sure exactly. Golden Palpatine, that's actually not a bad idea, JP. That's not a bad idea at all. I could do a bit of a more golden... I like that idea a lot, because that would really make it kind of a... Yeah, I think something basically converting the last one with the Force Lightning, but making it a bit golden somehow. That's a good idea. Definitely something I will keep in mind. Seems like you guys agree on that. But I'm gonna switch over to some questions from the Discord. As always, if I miss a question in the chat, feel free to re-ask it later once I take more questions from the chat. Force Ghost Palpatine, that could also work. Well, I have to really, when we get closer to that time, I will probably make a poll for you guys specifically, where you can vote for like Force Ghost Palpatine and Golden Palpatine. I might actually see if I can make both of those and then just put the images and say, yeah, we'll see. Oh well, let's get into the questions. Is this Q&A going to be as long? I don't think so. I think this month we have a bit more of quality over quantity questions, if you know what I mean. We'll see. We'll see. And apologies for being out 3 or 4 days late with this stream, but for some reason there's always a lot of stuff at the end of the month, which means I sometimes gotta push, because at the end of the month it's usually when we get the Battlefront update as well. But nevertheless, they are coming at a monthly basis now, the Q&A, so should be good. Should be good. And how? Wait, let me.
I have waited a long time for this moment. My little green friend.
Have you ever though about making a video showing off all your cards to classes, heroes?
Wait. Sorry, I just got a message on Messenger. Thank you, Simonito Cappuccino, for the 50 Swedish crowns. 50-lappen, thank you very much. Have you ever thought about making a video showing off all your cards to classes, heroes? Not really. I mean, I've kind of not done much tips videos for the last, well, for a while, simply because, I don't know, it just doesn't do very well, to be honest, and that's kind of the main reason. So whenever someone asks me in a stream, oh, what loadout are you using, I'll tell them then and there instead. I'm not sure if that's something people will, because I feel like I switch around the cards quite a bit, at least on the classes, depending on situations and such. But I'm not quite sure if I should. I haven't again, like I said, it's not been something that's been too popular on the channel, basically. Are you ever going to try that trip mine repulsor combo? Yes, I should make a video, basically a live commentary trying that out. I should put it, you know what, I'm gonna put it in my to-do list document right now so that I don't forget it. Because otherwise I'm just gonna forget it. So I'm gonna put it in my to-do document. Let me see here. Repulsor plus trip mine combo. There we go. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna reply to this message quickly. I'm sorry, guys. One second. There we go. Sorry. Apologies. Right, let's continue. Arcade of Info and Info Arcade, both in the chat. Thank you for your double Senate membership, my friend. Appreciate it. I think that's your account, right? It is, if I remember correctly. Oh well. Second question. How was July? Oh man, you got us. You should have asked how was August. Because how July, I don't even remember. Like every time you ask that, I gotta bring up my calendar and it's like, oh, what did I do in July? Oh yeah, I went on my car trip with 2 friends through Germany and Denmark. That was very nice. I also went to summer house. Yeah, just some. Yeah, it was a good month. Good. That was one of my like kind of vacation months. I had at least 1 or 1.5 week off, so that was very nice. How was your day today? Pretty good, thanks. Played some Battlefield 5, obviously. Went really well, except for the fact that I still can't get a hang of those lag issues. Because I mean, I did well. I did really well, actually, to be honest. I was like top 3 most games, which is, in my standards, very good, especially for 64 players. But I still felt like there was some shots I would have hit if it wasn't for the lag. But overall, it's been a good day. Yeah. And also, with today, we took the next step towards hopefully getting gigabit internet installed in my house, because I'm part of the. I still don't remember the English word for it. The housing society. I don't know. The people like. We have 18 apartments, and we're 5 of us in the board that like handles all the questions, and I've been pushing for us to get gigabit internet or fiber installed overall, and I finally got it through. So now we just send out notes to everyone who lives here. They gotta pick if they wanna pay to get a electrical socket installed or not, and give them information about it. So unless there's any major like lashbacks, like we don't want this, like we did a poll last year and the majority said yes. Actually, no one said no, but there was a couple of people who never responded. So we just said, okay, more than the majority said yes, that's good enough for us to base our decision on. So unless there's something some major setbacks or whatever, within 2 months maybe I should have gigabit fiber here, which is gonna be awesome. Homeowners Association, that does sound like the right word. I did not end up fixing the FPS issue, Eric. I don't quite know. I heard from some people on Twitter that it was pretty. It takes the CPU a lot, but I feel like it shouldn't be this bad, honestly. But yeah, thank you, Nemo, for the 1. I don't even know that is R dollar. What's that? I know there's Australian dollars. I know there's US dollars, Canadian dollar. What's an R? I'm kind of confused. That's not a rupee though, because that's a different icon, right? Nevertheless, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on the August content? I mean, some quality of life stuff, some skins. I barely class it as content, to be completely honest. I barely class it as content. September, we're still not getting, like, we're not getting content, we're getting features, I would say, because the squad system will have a major impact on the game. So I think September will be more interesting, of course, and then in October, that's the first real, like, actual content, General Grievous. So I'm excited for that. Oh, is it Brazilian reals? I don't know, could be. Do you think there will be an old Ben skin? I mean, they said it was going to be 2 appearances, honestly, so I don't think so. My guess would be Episode 2 Obi-Wan, Episode 3 Obi-Wan, and Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Those are the 3 I would guess for, and I'd be happy with those. I'd be more happy with an old one, yes, but I don't expect that, because that's just like making a completely separate character. But I mean, they have said also that if it's going to be a legendary skin, it needs to have different voice lines. So yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see. Is this game closer to redemption or a sad death? I mean, I don't think a sad death. in the near future, no. It's closer to redemption, because the things that they will be adding now are what people have been wanting for so long for Battlefront games, or for the last 2 games: Conquest, Squad System, 4 main Clone Wars heroes, I would say, Geonosis. But it's not enough to completely redeem the game, in my opinion. Whereas if they do come out and say, oh, we're gonna make content in 2019 for this game, that's when I think we would be closer to a proper redemption. That's when this game would boost up a lot. And if they want to do that, if they want to do Battlefront 2019 content, I feel like it would be good if they announced that soon, as soon as possible. Not in January 2019, when most people might have been like, this game's not, it doesn't have any future, I'm gonna stop playing it. So I would ideally hope that maybe in October, when we get the first significant positive content, that's when they could announce, hey, we're doing stuff in 2019. But if they don't do that, it's gonna be like a lukewarm death. It's not gonna be a sad death, but it's not gonna be a positive. It's gonna be like they did some good stuff, but that's about it, you know? So yeah, that's how I feel. What do you think of the August update? Well, I just answered that. And the updated roadmap. Well, the updated roadmap was good. They moved game mode later, but it sounds like a Titan mode, so that's probably why, not just Conquest. And they moved Geonosis earlier. And they also added 3 vehicles, which of course is good. Also, a little bit worrying thing is that there's nothing in December. I hope that one of the heroes... Oh, wait, they didn't specify December. They just said winter. So my hope is that... I just hope that they will be able to put out Anakin or Grievous in December. Because in that case, we will have 1 new hero every month, which is a pretty good drip of content, I would say. How are the new clone skins? Okay. I like the 41st one. None of them are perfect. The 327th... it's not like they are in the movie, and the 41st, those look good, but I think they look too shiny. They shouldn't be as shiny. They should be more matte, because otherwise it doesn't look like good camouflage, you know. They just painted it on. That's how it looks now. Do you know anything about the future of Battlefront 2 that we don't know? No specifics. Just want to know if you know anything. Yeah, I can't really talk about. Overall, no. I can say there's not been any game. I mean, sometimes I talk to developers, and it's kind of like, yeah, no, I would say that the simple answer is no. There hasn't been any game changer events since March. Or well, we had EA Play, of course, but yeah. Even if I did, I can't really say either. So yeah. How old are you? 24. What's your last name? I won't tell you, although it's fairly easy to find, but it's no point in saying it. Do you have a car? No, because in Stockholm, I don't really need one. Like, it would just be an incredibly expensive cost here in terms of the gas, the insurance, the parking, all that is just expensive. And I really don't need a car. Like, it's very, very rare that I think, oh shit, I wish I had a car. It happens like twice a year. And if I really need a car, I could rent it instead. There's pretty good rental pickup systems here that I could use instead. So I have no immediate plans of getting a car anytime soon. You can't do that anymore, Matic. I have changed that since a few months ago. What's your favorite clone commando? With clone commando, do you mean like commander or clone? In that case, I'd probably have to say Rex. Or do you mean clone legion? Clone commando. I'm guessing you mean like, yeah, Rex basically, and Rex would be my answer for that. Because he's one of the few that stayed good until the end. I mean, all of them were good, but he actually got a chip out, so I like Rex, if that's what you mean. Is Appletard a censored word or something? Every message containing his name is held back for approval. Really? That's interesting. Strange. Hello there, Sneaky Turtle. What if Battlefront 2 added ranks/skill groups or a competitive mode like in CSGO? Yes or no? At this point, no. It could be something for the future, potentially, but in the current state, no. And if they need to focus on this content. I don't think that's matchmaking, sure, but not like, not like actual competitive stuff. It just doesn't fit currently, I would say. Let me see. Please don't send Facebook requests, Facebook friend requests to my personal accounts. I will just block you, okay? If I have no common friends and don't know you, I've never met you, I won't accept them. Hello to Danger Cat. Welcome. Oh, wait. We gotta use that, shit. Here's my dog for this month's Q&A to make you a bit happier. Aww. Look at that dog. So cute. What race is that? I'm so bad at dog races. I actually don't know. But very cute nevertheless. It is that works as a question, Sneaky Turtle. Totally acceptable. No, it's not back, and I don't know. Danger Cat has the list of the countdown for when it will be back. No, I will not do that, Stefan. Stupid idea. Is that a border collie? Maybe it is. Yeah, I know Han Solo didn't die. I saw the last Battlefield 5 trailer, and I was like, this is good. This is exactly what people wanted. It looks World War II. They talk about all the features people want, and still the comment section is a shitstorm. Like, honestly, I hate the gaming community sometimes. If you want to, if the first trailer was bad, yeah, it was bad, but this trailer wasn't bad. But you're still like, oh my god, social justice warrior game. Oh, we'll not be buying this. Hashtag not my Battlefield. Like, just shut up. Shut up and play the free beta. See if you like it. And, yeah. Gamers can suck sometimes, okay? But, yeah, the thing is, it was pretty good like ratio, though. So that's something that obviously was bad for the first trailer. But this one actually had a good like ratio. But still, the comments, the salty comments, it's the ones that gets upvoted. Is Vader the best villain ever created? I'm not quite sure I think so. I mean, I don't know. I can't give you a better answer to who I think is the better villain. I mean, I probably prefer Palpatine over Vader. But I don't know. I feel like they both have their flaws. Why do you think there are less female gamers? What can you do about it? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't think that I don't think there are less female gamers if you count all games. I read something about that, like if you count in mobile games and such, it's actually pretty equal. But I see what you mean. Like if you're talking about AAA shooters or the kind of games that I play, you know, it is definitely less. And I don't really know what we can do about it, to be honest. It's I think a lot of them probably have a lot of prejudice about games and gamers and just don't want to play or don't want to try it. At least I know some people are like, oh my god, gamer, so nerdy. Like, yeah, but most of them don't. I mean, most of my friends have, most of my female friends have gamed at some point at least. But yeah, it's a tough question. I don't really have a good answer. Thoughts on the Tron franchise, if it could be called that, and what would it take to pique your interest in the universe as much as Star Wars? Well, honestly, I've only seen one movie, the Tron. Is there multiple ones? I need to Google that. Tron. I've seen the one Tron movie, but I'm guessing there are yeah, the one from 2010. But I'm guessing that I know that was based on something old, in 1980. Yes, there was a movie from 1982. I don't know. I just never. For me, Tron has been one movie that I've seen. That's about it. That's why it doesn't pique my interest as much. I thought it was very interesting. I remember after I saw it, I started Googling about more backstory and such. But when it's only one movie like that, it's not deep enough for me to get that interested in it. Versus if you compare it like Harry Potter and 8 movies or something, it's just a different thing. So I thought Tron was good, but nothing that caught my attention too much. Wait, I need to respond to this again. My friend is booking a badminton time for Thursday, but they're all the time slots are getting booked faster than we can book them. So Now we might be playing squash instead, and I've never played squash, so that'll be interesting. Who would you prefer to make the next Battlefront should someone else get the license? Battlefront, no. I mean, I would not mind if other companies than EA had the license to make Star Wars games on top of EA. But for Battlefront, I don't think anyone could do a better job than DICE, honestly. Because the thing is, for Battlefront 2, they had... Like, if Battlefront 2 did not launch with the shitty progression system that it did, which was the fault of probably some higher-ups who forced them to do something like Madden and like... They were like, how can we get the same monetization as FIFA and Madden, but in a Star Wars game? The core game is good. It is, and DICE are masters of shooters, to be honest. So, I mean, whenever I talk to or see people who get the game now and play it for the first time, they all think it's amazing. I very, very rarely see someone who say, this game wasn't good. Most of them are surprised at how good it is because of all the bad media. So, I don't think with if you had the same higher up, you still had EA above them, but you gave it to another development studio, I don't think they would have done a better job than DICE. Because the flaws that have been in this game, what I do think, however, is that the hero side, for instance, could have been made, but that doesn't work either, because I'm thinking like the Frostbite engine feels like it was not really made for melee combat, and that's why I thought that specific part with the lightsaber and lightsaber combat could be better in other engines by other developers, but then you probably couldn't merge those together. You can't take a Frostbite shooter and put I don't know, any other good sword mechanics into that. I don't think that would work. So overall, I don't think, for Battlefront specifically, I don't think another company would do a better job. Maybe not Sneaky Turtle. I should probably say dog. We'll see. If you could only watch one more YouTube video for the rest of your life, what would you watch? Oh, that's a tough one. I wish I could see like a list of which YouTube videos I've seen the most times. It would probably be some sushi video. There are some really good omakase videos from like when they go out and film a really fancy or nice sushi place, and how the chef makes like 20 pieces individually. He explains everyone. I watch those all the time. They're like, I don't know, I'm just addicted to watching those videos. Probably something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pick one. There's a hidden stream for each user that just plays your recommended videos forever. Wait, what do you mean with that? There's a hidden stream for each user that just plays your recommended videos forever. What do you mean with that? Like a live stream, or I'm confused? Do you ever make it out to the States when it's not event related? No, not so far. I've never been to the US outside of events. I would like to go there once though and kind of travel through the country, but I don't know, I haven't gotten to it yet. Would you eat and drink this milkshake with a cake on top? Oh man, that looks so ridiculous. Why would you put a cake on that? I would eat it, totally. And I love milkshakes, so I would totally drink that milkshake. But that's the stupidest design I've ever seen. Why would you put... You see, look at the milkshake is spilling over. Why would you put a cake on top of the milkshake? Put it on the side, fine. This is stupid design. This is like shit. You know, there's a food porn subreddit where it's like, you know, this like it's really juicy steak or something that just makes your mouth water. But there's also one called shitty food porn for stuff like this, where people try to make something cool but it just looks obnoxious and bad. So yeah, that's what I think about this one. Take the cake and put it on the side, and I would be happy. You could probably do it. Crappy design, that's also a good one, JP. I'm copying these from last month because I think the lack of time affected your answers. Do you think you've grown in a meaningful way doing YouTube? Yeah, I would definitely say so. Definitely. Because first of all, well, in multiple ways. Definitely improved my English. my confidence in talking that with people, and also definitely my business skill in terms of both growing my channel and just everything around it. But also, most importantly, probably, I've always been a very shy person. I still am. Like, if I go in a group with and I don't know anyone there, I'm probably not the shyest, but I'm not the one who goes up and talks to everyone all the time, you know. But it was a lot more shy before I started doing YouTube and going out to all these events, talking to people all the time that I don't know. So that's probably one of the. I think if you would ask anyone from my elementary school, who do you think in our class would be working with YouTube and entertaining thousands of people every day, they would never guess me ever. So that kind of shows the growth, I would say. So I think that's it's definitely grown me that way. What do you think are some challenging aspects of life? Can you share something from your life that has been difficult? I don't know, it's a bit tricky. I mean, I don't want to get too personal either with these things. I do like talking to you guys, but there are some things I don't want to go too personal, if that makes sense. But I don't know, challenging aspects of life, it's tough. I don't really know. I remember I got that you asked this question before, and I didn't really have a good answer. I'm not sure if I have one now either. It's tricky. I'm not quite sure. I don't have any good answer, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, trying to think if I have any good answers, and I'm not sure if I do. And I'm assuming you mean outside of YouTube, not like challenging in terms of working full-time YouTube, which can be challenging based on the fact that you don't know if you're going to be able to pay your bills next month. But that might not be exactly what you mean. And yes, good point, Han Solo didn't die. PewDiePie was also a lot shyer. Just look at his first videos. I mean, that same thing is if you would find my first videos and look at those. I mean, even the first video on this channel, you can hear on the way I talk that I've improved quite a lot since 5 years ago. John, yeah, that's a good one. Has this month's content / new roadmap redeemed the game? It's not going to be that easy. The content in this game, I mean, we didn't get much content in August, and the new roadmap, I don't think it will redeem the game until they decide to say, hey, we're going to do something in 2019. That's when we could actually say it has been redeemed. But it's also hard to say that this has been redeemed before this content is out. Yeah, my microphone wasn't great. I had a pretty bad microphone for many years of making videos, but then when I started this channel, it went well pretty fast, so I was like, alright, let's buy a new microphone. I think I bought a microphone maybe a month or two after starting this channel. Did you ever play a sport in a club? Yes, I played floorball in probably over 10 years, I think, if not longer. At least 10 years. I was pretty decent at it. I'd probably still be pretty decent at it. I don't know. Most of you probably don't know what floorball is if you're not from like Nordics. So I could show you a picture of it. This is floorball for you. This is how floorball looks. Sweden is one of the best countries in the world at it. I think Sweden and like Switzerland or something are the best ones. Yeah, confusing, I know. So this is basically how it looks. And this is the goalkeeper. So it's a very fun sport. I played it for at least 10 years in a club. So we had like tournaments and all that kind of stuff. It's not hockey at all. It's pretty different from hockey, I would say. It's a lot faster than hockey. Did you ever play an instrument? No, I've never been. I suck at. I'm not very, what do you call it? Musical talented? I don't know. When was the roadmap update? Last week, right? I think. Did you play with Lego when I was a kid? Yes, I had a lot of Lego. I think I gave most of it away, to be honest. I don't remember actually where all my Lego is, but I love Lego. I had like, of course, you start off by building the actual. Like my mom was always good with like sorting stuff, so she had like this, and I had this entire like massive what do you call it, a a folder, I guess, not really a folder, one with different sides where you can put stuff in, with all the different instructions to all the sets I've ever bought. And then I had 2 massive plastic containers with all the Legos in that I had like different slots for different stuff. So here I would put all the what do you call people Legos or character Legos, and then I had one where I'd put all the smallest pieces, one where I would put all the long pieces. So I had it all sorted, and like, yeah, I was serious about that stuff. It was great. I did not have too many Lego Star Wars sets, actually. I don't think I wasn't a massive Star Wars fan when I was a kid. I loved the movies. I remember my parents had them on what's it called, on VHS, and I used to watch them all the time. But I don't, for some reason, didn't have a lot of Lego sets. I actually don't know why. You probably answered this before, but do you have a part-time job? If so, what is it? I kind of do. I haven't done much. Like, I've done maybe 4 or 5 days worth of jobs that are this year. It's like timekeeping company, so we time marathons, or I mean, we've even timed, Ben runs a lot. If you follow him on Twitter or on Instagram, the company I work for has actually timed multiple of the races that he has ran, which is pretty funny. So I could literally go in the back-end system and change his time. I wouldn't do that, and it would show up. So, but it was pretty funny when I saw, oh wait, that's our website. But yeah, it's pretty good. I could ramp that up if YouTube starts going badly and I don't make enough money. I could probably ask to be booked on more jobs there, because I've turned a lot of it down now, because every time I take a day off to that's one less day of streaming and one less day of making videos. So I kind of try to not book so much from them. But yeah. How old were you when you started gaming, or which game was your first? I still, actually, I've had this question so many times, and I don't really know which was the first game. I think it was like, it could be Pokemon Red. I think it's Pokemon Red, because it was back when I couldn't even speak English properly. I thought a new game was like Nevgam, like pure Swedish pronunciation, Nevgam, and I just didn't know how to pronounce it. The only game that I know which age I was at when I started playing it, basically because we did it in school, was RuneScape, which I started playing when I was in 4th grade, which means I was 10. But I think I had yeah, well, wait, actually, when I think about it, now I do remember. I had my Game Boy Advanced SP when I was in 3rd grade, so I was 9 years old, which means I had my Game Boy Advanced. I had my Game Boy Color when I was like, oh yeah, I remember. I was probably 6, 7, 8, somewhere around that time when I played Pokemon Red. I don't know if that was the first game, but I played another game called Mulle Meck, Swedish classic, which was probably also around that same age, I think. Which non-Clone Wars character do you want in the game the most? Non-Clone Wars character. Tough one. Tarkin maybe would be really cool. Tarkin or Dengar or something like that. I know Game Boy Color was great, but it was such an amazing feeling when you upgraded to the Game Boy Advanced SP. You had the chargeable battery. You had it built. The best thing was the built-in light in it, because with the Game Boy Color, I remember when I was outside or when we was on vacation and it was dark, me and my cousin were like we're using flashlights on our screens to be able to see anything. But the Game Boy Advance SP had like backlit screen, so you could play no matter if it was dark or not. So that was I loved it. Do you think we'll get... I think I'm so slow at the questions, but I'm giving you good answers. I realize I'm still on August 1st for the questions, and we're 40 minutes in. Oh well. Yes, IG88. I'd love to see him as well, definitely. Do you think we'll get more seasons in 2019 than we did in 2017/18 combined? It kind of feels like they're going away from this whole season concept overall, and they're more making themed updates, I guess you could call, especially considering how spread out the Clone Wars stuff is. So if I don't know, as far as we know, we could get nothing in 2019 right now, so it's tricky to say, to be honest. But if they do commit to 2019, then I would say, yeah, we're probably gonna get more content because they could actually spend time on creating that content. But I don't know. At this point, probably no. What's your favorite Legends Sith? I honestly don't know that many, because many of them have been made canon, like, you know, well, Darth Plagueis was obviously mentioned in episode 3, but like Bane, Darth Bane, he wasn't canon as far as I understand, but then they had his ghost meet Yoda in the Clone Wars series, and then he was all of a sudden canon. I'd probably say Darth Bane, although he is canon in that case, I think. Did they confirm that the Clone Wars content is coming in fall and winter this year, or are they going to tell us Obi-Wan and Grievous are coming in fall 2019? Yeah, it's this year. They have confirmed it now. What 3 things would you recommend to people who have never been in Stockholm? Old Town. There's some good ice cream there, and just looking around. The Vasa Museum, and take a boat trip around Stockholm. Like, it's called Under the Bridges. Those are the 3 things I would recommend. If space hotels become a thing, would you want to stay in one? I mean, yeah, if they became a common thing that was as normal as taking a boat or flying, then probably yeah, but I wouldn't want to be one of the first people testing that out when it's brand new and could fail, if that makes sense. Oh, is Darth Bane voiced by Mark Hamill? I actually had no idea. How long was the last Q&A? Wasn't that over 2 hours or something? I don't quite remember the exact one. Will you be disappointed if we don't get ARC Troopers and Droidicas in Season 3? It doesn't seem like that's coming, so I mean, I won't be surprised disappointed, but I am disappointed that we're not getting Droidicas anytime soon, yes. But I don't think we will get it. And I don't even know if it's going to be called Season 3, because they don't seem to be doing seasons. Oh, this was from before Ben busted the possibility. I really hate how much I start yawning every time I talk a lot, because these streams are like pure talking, and for some reason I always yawn no matter how much caffeine I've got. Yes, Stefan, I do. Otherwise that would be nasty. How can you stand all those notifications? I don't know. I'm in such big servers that I'm only in there for like support or for specific channels within that server, so I can't be bothered to mute them simply. What are your thoughts on Winnie the Pooh? Also, is that a printer? I don't even know what that is. Fax. Oh, Neggy, I know. Winnie the Pooh, I don't know. I haven't seen the new one. I just like that General Kenobi meme with Winnie the Pooh when someone edited I gotta show you guys that one. It's so good. In case you haven't seen it, Winnie the Pooh Star Wars. No. General Kenobi. I think this is the one. It's my audio. I think my audio's died because I have the headset on for donations and such, but if there's none within 15 minutes, my headset dies. There we go. This is so good.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Yeah, because if you didn't see, that is Ewan McGregor. That was the worst. That was so low quality that you can't even see that it's Ewan McGregor. Oh well, you get the point. What do you think of the band Queen, and are you excited for the new movie coming out later this year? Yes, I love Queen, and I'm very excited for the movie. I saw the commercial for it yesterday, last time when I saw Incredibles 2. I can't quite remember what the actor is called. Same guy who plays Elliot in I Am Robot. No, not I Am Robot. Mr. Robot, sorry. He seems like he will fit well, so I am excited for the movie. What did you think of the KSI versus Logan Paul fight? I thought it was really well-made event, I gotta admit, until they decided to go for a tie. And it was so obvious that it was just rigged. I think that's kind of bad. How was Spawn? Owen, are you drunk? Owen is not even in the chat. I'm assuming he means Spain. In that case, Spain was good. What did you do there? Well, we didn't really do much. We drank beer, played Cards Against Humanity, ate a lot of food. And we did go to the Salt Lake, which was really cool. But other than that, we just chilled, basically.
My trick's gonna work on me. Only money.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubbers, their bottoms are made out faux springs, they're bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, pouncy, fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is...
Thank you, Stefan, for the donation. That's a song from... That's a song from Winnie the Pooh, right? Because when I watched that as a kid, it was in Swedish. So it's always a bit confusing. Same thing, someone asked about what I thought about Incredibles 2. And it was really good. And one thing that surprised me was, again, I saw the original Incredibles in Swedish because I was like 10 or something, or 9 or whatever. And there were so many voice actors there that I was like, whoa, that's Saul from Better Call Saul. And oh, that's Mike from Better Call Saul. And oh, that's Samuel L. Jackson, I think, was one of them as well. And there were so many voices that I'd never heard in Incredibles before. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't seen Winnie the Pooh in English, so I can still recognize that song is obviously about Winnie the Pooh, but it's hard to connect it when when it's not in Swedish. What is your dream non-Star Wars game? Portal 3. Simple as that. What news did the roadmap update bring? Well, why do you even ask these questions? You already know the answer to them. But 3 new vehicles and specific months for the first 2 heroes. And Geonosis. What's your opinion on the Venom trailers? They look really cool. I'm excited for Venom. When is that releasing, by the way? Venom release date. Oh, it's 4th of October, so it's exactly a month from now. Interesting. Samuel L. Jackson is Frozone. Exactly, yeah. I should definitely rewatch Incredibles 1 in English. I was planning to do that before I saw the second one, but I didn't have time. Do you watch any of the Marvel shows on Netflix? What is your favorite one if you do? Yes, I've seen all of them pretty much. Or Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Defenders. I think those are all. I really liked season 2 of Luke Cage, actually. It was better than the first one, in my opinion. I liked Bushmaster as a villain / good guy, I guess, or mostly villain. But the Punisher was my favorite, the Punisher. Because he did what was necessary. I like that. And why is Daredevil the best Marvel Netflix show? I'm willing to put Daredevil after... No, I think... overall, no. The Punisher is the best one. Not everything that's not Star Wars will be off the Battlefront-matic. At least not for streams. If you had your own developer studio with a license to Star Wars, what one character would you want a single-player game about? I know you don't normally play single-player, but I'm curious. Palpatine. I want to see how he was trained and what the missions he did with Darth Plagueis. And the final mission would be that you have to assassinate Darth Plagueis. That would be badass. Danger Cat, the quality of these questions are a lot higher than last month, that's for sure. Yes, Senate Central, that is true. I will do some gaming videos that are off the Battlefront as well, but not everything. Oh wait, is Iron Fist Season 2 coming this Friday? I have completely missed that. Oh, I gotta say that. Iron Fist was not the best. It was probably the worst one of them. But what they did to... Danny Rand in season 2 of Luke Cage when he was there. I was like, damn, they almost redeemed the entire Danny Rand character in Luke Cage season 2. I think they changed writers or something for him, which is why he was so much better. So I hope the same writer will also be directing season 2 of Iron Fist, because I didn't like him too much in the first season. I know it wouldn't be a hard mission, Isaac, per se, but it could be just story-wise a good ending. Let's continue here. We're only on the 2nd of August here, so we've got 28 more days, and I've done an hour. I gotta step up my time here. What intro songs do you think the new heroes will have? I'm pretty sure Grievous will have his theme, but did the others really have a theme? Oh man, I really don't know like names of themes. I'm sure I could recognize it if I googled like Dooku theme or whatever. I don't have a good answer because I don't know their themes too well, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'll recognize it when if I hear for a song that's related to one of them, I'll probably recognize it, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. Are the dark humor jokes going too far? Sometimes, Cyclethor, sometimes. What did you eat today? For lunch, I had paella, frozen, that you just put in the pan. Surprisingly good. It's from a French store called... what's it called? They only specialized in good frozen food, so it's not like the crap you buy in a normal supermarket. I don't remember the name right now, but... And then for dinner, I had pork chops with asparagus and rice. Pretty good. I liked it, yes. Do you think we are living in a simulation? Elon Musk believes so. Really? No, I don't think we do. Does he think that, really? Like the Matrix? It doesn't sound like an Elon Musk thing to say. I don't think we do. I'm honestly not that interested in the Spider-Man game, Senate Central, so I don't think I'll be playing it. Is this real life or is it fantasy and we're just caught up in a landslide with no escape from reality? Wait, oh no, I missed. What are you all talking about simulations and bots? I don't think we'll live in a simulation or anything like that. If there are questions that makes my mind break, is more about when you think about the size of the universe. Does it have an end? If it does have an end, what's outside it? If it doesn't have an end, well, doesn't it need to have an end? Where did it start? How is it gonna end? Those are the kind of things that kind of breaks my mind thinking about. Not so much if you're in a simulation, I've never thought about that at all, but more about the universe as a whole. What did you do before you went time for YouTube? I'm assuming you meant full time. I studied game development at university. If we get Enfys Nest, do you think she will be light or dark side? I don't think we're gonna get her, but if we do, she would probably be light side, because she is light side, so she might appear to be dark side, but she isn't, so I don't think she would be dark side. Let me just check something quickly. Sorry. Would you enjoy a Republic Commando anthology film that's a zero dark 30? What do you mean 0 dark 30? Apocalypse Now equivalent for Star Wars. I think that would be cool. I'm not sure if it fits 100% within the Star Wars style. But it would be cool with something for the Republic Commando for sure. I'm not 100% sold on the idea. I mean, it just doesn't have to be a super dark and gritty thing in Star Wars, but it could be cool as well. I don't know. I'm not 100%. Who would win in a fight, Darth Maul or Kylo Ren? I mean, I feel like Darth Maul should win, but Kylo Ren and Rey just gets their powers out of nowhere, kind of. I mean, Kylo Ren isn't that strong, is he? He tricks Snoke. He doesn't beat him by being more powerful. He tricks him. And he didn't win against Rey. He didn't win against Luke. So he's not that powerful. It's just because there's no other Force Wheeler to challenge him. So he can just Force choke Hux and throw him into a corner. And then he becomes the Supreme Leader. So Darth Maul in his prime should honestly probably beat Kylo Ren. But it is a tough question. Do you worry that one day you're going to wake up and hate Star Wars? No. I mean, it could be a time where if they release the new trilogy and the new TV series and they're something I really don't like, I'm never going to hate Star Wars because what's already out for Star Wars is always going to be out. I might dislike the new stuff, but no, I'm not going to wake up hating Star Wars one day. Should Disney rehire James Gunn? What do you think of the situation overall? Yes, they should. They just gotta step up and say we made a mistake. We shouldn't have fired him. I mean, the most of the internet is on his side. Pretty much the entire cast is on his side. What do Disney have to gain from potentially hiring a worse director that no one wants to work with? I think they should just own up to their mistake, like he did before they fired him. So yeah, that's kind of they should rehire him. Yes. Do you approve of Danger Cat's girlfriend? I have never met her or talked to her, so I cannot answer that question. Also, how appalled are you that she's completely convinced that you're Norwegian? Really? I remember he said in the chat that she thought I was from somewhere else, completely else. In Norwegian, fine. I don't blame. I can easily hear if someone's from Finland, Norway, Denmark, or Sweden, but I don't blame anyone outside of Nordics if they mix up our accents because they're pretty similar. I probably shouldn't eat candy when I'm streaming, but my parents gave me a lot of Mentos when they got back from their vacation, and I can't resist eating them. Why did I take this candy? I can't talk while I do that. Lesson learned. Don't eat on the stream. You don't like this sound? This was cola flavor. Fresh cola. Yes, I know, Danger Cat, exactly. So, continuing. Senate Central's question. What is your thoughts on the whole Ryan Johnson bullying Zero ordeal? I am on Ryan's side as well. It might not have been the most professional thing to tweet out, but I think it's absolutely ridiculous that the people who make videos and say, Ryan Johnson is bullying Star Wars YouTubers, or tweet that for the matter, those are the same people who did not make videos or tweet about when Kelly Marie Tran, is that her name again? I always get it wrong. Kelly Marie, yeah, exactly. Kelly Marie Tran, when she got bullied and death threats and all of that times 1,000 compared to and that's you gotta deal with that when you're an actor or whatever. Those people thought that was fine. But when Ryan Johnson tweets out one fairly harmless joke, to be honest, about one of the most notorious clickbaiters / making up rumors YouTubers that exists, that's the end of the world, and Ryan Johnson is the devil himself. He bullies Star Wars YouTubers. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. I'll agree that it might not have been the most professional thing to say. Fully agree. But it was like, if you think that's bullying, and then you're fine with what everyone did to Kelly Marie Tran, something is completely wrong with you. And you're probably the same people who just make videos about how Rian Johnson ruined Star Wars and about Star Wars sucks, Disney sucks, screw all of them, social justice warrior, soy boy, whatever crap you're talking about. That's the same people who thinks that Rian Johnson is now bullying Star Wars YouTubers. Yeah. So I thought that was ridiculous. What did he tweet? Yes, I'm gonna find a specific tweet, because at first when I just read when I read all of this about it, I thought it was gonna be a bad tweet, and then it was like, no, it wasn't a bad tweet. So let's see if I can find that specific tweet. Yeah, here. When we were in production, we had a guy keeping an eye out on online rumors. At some point, we started using zero, which is his YouTube channel, as a verb, like quote, throws trash at the basket, but it slips out of your hand and falls behind you. Zeroed it. Yeah, something like that. Basically using zero as again, not the most professional thing. He could have called out the fact that he brings up more fake clickbait, made up rumors all the time. But yeah, he has deleted that tweet now. But that's, according to them, is bullying, and that's worse than what everyone did to Kellen Marine Tran. So yeah, I thought that was stupid. No, I completely missed that, Danger Cat. I honestly don't know who that is. I probably know who it is, but don't recognize the name. So yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a harmless joke. I'd probably, if like, I don't know, a developer said that about me, I'd probably be a bit annoyed or be like, why did they say that? But that's about it. I wouldn't turn off my Twitter and say that that person bullies me or whatever. It's so exaggerated. He plays Superman? Oh, really? Wait, so he's the Superman. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh well, let's continue. Are you happy with the views you got on your off the Battlefront videos? Fairly. They're not as good as I would hoped for, but it's not as bad as I thought they could be. So they're kind of in between. If I can get above 10k on a video from that series, I'd be very happy. But 5 to 10,000 was kind of what I expected. Are you happy with the roadmap update? Fairly, yes. PlayStation or Xbox? I don't know, to be honest. I can't pick one. Would you rather have 1 million subs and no friends in personal life, or have the subs and the friends you have now? I definitely keep my friends in personal life and have the subs I have now. I think you'd be pretty sad if you had 1 million subscribers and all the people watching you on the internet, but then you have no real friends or no personal life. I think that'd be a pretty sad life. So no, I would not take those 1 million subs. Would you rather write a book or write a movie? I don't know if probably a book, because I don't think I'm qualified for a movie. I'm probably not qualified for a book either, but it would be more fun to, like, I don't know, share my growth on YouTube or whatever in a book, versus I can't really do that in a movie. So yeah, if Cad Bane would be added to Battlefront game, how would it play out? I would think it would be cool if he had rocket boots so he could fly. Maybe make it more like, to make him a bit special, a bit like a jump pack kind of, but better than the Jump Troopers jump pack, but not as good as Boba Fett's jetpack. And then dual wielding pistols. I think that could be cool. Do you think the last game's season pass was more successful than this game's live service? At this point, probably, yeah. There are some things that are definitely better now. Better communication in the current couple of months, and we're getting more frequent stuff now. But if you look over the entire year, then yes, it was. What would you think of an Escape from Tarkov-like Star Wars game that revolves around being either a scavenger or bounty hunter, and each map is set in a different era of Star Wars? Prequel trilogies, Coruscant, Underground. I think that could work. I haven't played Escape from Tarkov, but I've talked to some people who have played it. It sounds a bit like a more hardcore battle royale, where you get to keep some stuff between the rounds, if I remember correctly. So I think it would be cool. Yeah, it could work. Yes, Danger Cat, it's a good point. The editing could definitely be more creative, but I'm not very creative when it comes to editing. I agree, but I totally agree. I want it to be better in terms of the editing, but I haven't edited those kind of videos a lot, so which is why I don't know really how to improve the editing that ways. But you are right, it could definitely be improved a bit. Hello there, Hank. Only a few hours left until your birthday. Thoughts on the Battlefront 3 only Clone Wars? I don't know. I think at this point Battlefront 3 is kind of like, what could they potentially do to make Battlefront 3 a good selling point? Make it free, maybe? But overall, I think that's tricky. And I think if you actually call it Battlefront and leave out 2 eras, it just doesn't work very well. So, I don't know. Any plans on going to Japan? Yeah, I definitely want to return to Japan someday. No direct plans since I was there less than a year ago. But I want to go back, yes. Do you think Episode's 9 title will complete the statement, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a separate title. It's not going to be The Last Jedi something something. Do you think those titles were planned, or was it just a coincidence they connected so well? Well, do they really connect though? If you just take those two, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, I don't feel like they connect at all. They could connect if you, like you said, if the third title actually links directly to The Last Jedi, but as of right now, I don't really feel like they... I don't really feel like they link together. Alright, Janice, good night, my friend, and have fun in school. I mean, sure, Danger Cat. That could be nice. Next video, I'm not sure, since it's gonna be just basically gameplay. I don't think that needs too much editing. Real life stuff could probably be more interesting, but I'll let you know. What would it take for you to move to Premiere Pro? I don't know, to be honest. At this point, I'm happy with Vegas, so I don't have any set thing that would be like, oh, now I'm switching over. Do you like Pirates of the Caribbean? Yes, I like them a lot. But there's 5 movies in total, right? I think the 4th one is not that good, but the 5th one was a pretty good one. But again, the originals, the 3 originals, especially the first one, are probably the best ones for sure. If so, which one is your favorite? I'd probably have to say the first one, I think. Have you seen any of the Pacific Rim movies? No. You're going to do a job interview and have to pick a song for your entrance. Imperial March or Duel of the Fates? I think Duel of the Fates is probably not so dark, you know, and not like, oh, I'm gonna come in and kill you, kind of thing. So yeah. Pick one concept for a Star Wars series. Vader hunting down Jedi after Episode 3, or a bounty hunter series following Cad Bane and others. Oof. If I have to pick one, it would be kind of fun with a Vader one, because he would sort of be the good guy, kind of, because you want him, because you know he's gonna survive nevertheless, so it would be more like interesting. But I don't see why you couldn't mix them together, because like the bounty hunters worked for the Empire quite a bit, so yeah, I don't know. Tough choice, I gotta say, tough one. Which moment in the new Star Wars films made you the most hyped when you saw it in the theater? That's a tough. Probably like most hyped. Either Darth Maul in Solo or Vader in Rogue One. Because I feel like there's something about seeing an old character come back that you haven't seen a new content for a long time. So I think probably one of those. George Lucas steals the rights to Star Wars back, and now he wants to make a few changes to the movies. He asks you to make a cameo in one specific scene. Which scene do you pick? Oh, that's a tough one. First of all, I don't think remaking movies officially is ever a good idea. like just to say, oh, we're gonna make a better version of it.
My trick's gonna work on me. Only money.
The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. Damn it, he dead.
Thank you, Apple Tart, I'm guessing, for the donation, my friend. Yeah, that'd be something. Damn it, Star Wars Episode 9. Star Wars Episode 9. Damn it, he dead. Totally canon from now on. Yeah, which scene do I want to make a cameo in? Where could where could I reasonably make a cameo? If they have like a Canto Bight or Tatooine Cantina-ish scene, maybe in there. I think would be cool. Oh wait, no wait, you were talking about remaking the current movies. Okay. Probably Canto Bight, but he would hopefully remake Canto Bight, because I don't have anything against the location Canto Bight, just that whole arc was poorly executed in my opinion. But yeah, probably something in Canto Bight. If you could have voiced one character in the Clone Wars / Rebels or the movies, which one would it be? It would probably have to be a background character, someone where a Swedish accent would actually fit, so like an alien, I think. Like a Duros maybe, I don't know. So, like, yeah, I think someone who would fit with a Swedish accent could be pretty cool. Oh, and yes, it has. If you have to pitch an idea to Isaac for a new song, what character would you want it to be based off? Oh, that's a tough one. I feel like he's covered all the main characters at this point. Cad Bane, maybe. A Cad Bane song. I don't know if there's enough good lines from him, though. But I'm thinking maybe there is, because his voice is pretty unique, and I think I could fit. Probably Cad Bane. A Cad Bane song. Now, I would not want to voice Cad Bane and ruin that. Do you think the Padawans were worried about which Jedi they got as a master? If so, do you think there was ones that no one wanted, like school kids that don't want a specific shit teacher? Probably, like, I don't know. I feel like what's his name again? Some probably didn't want Quinlan Vosk because he was kind of considered the crazy one, maybe, and some of them might think. I don't know. I could imagine them thinking like Mace Windu is kind of the boring old, he's too strict kind of, versus someone like Plo Koon would be a perfect master, or Obi-Wan. I don't know. It's tricky. Do you think the hero should get alternate abilities just like the normal classes? No. I think they should have the abilities they have. It would be unnecessary effort to make the abilities different for the heroes. Is my trash talk going too far? Should I stop? It's not been too bad lately, has it? Star Wars MMO with Battlefront graphics. Yes, I would love that. Or I would like something that's basically Destiny, where it's still a kind of a shooter some melee in the bottom, but the open world part and the looting part and the co-op part would be the main thing, but there will also be Crucible style multiplayer. So Battlefront is a multiplayer game focused almost solely around that kind of shooting multiplayer, but I would love a Destiny-ish Star Wars game that focused around all the other things but still had the multiplayer part if you want that. Have you ever played Skyrim? I actually have not. Do you actively follow any sports? Yes, football, Swedish football. Have you watched the DC shows like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends? Only Flash. One season of Flash, then I thought, this is crap, this is getting out of hand, so I'm stopping. Time travel, I can deal with it. Time travel through multiple universes or multiple dimensions with clones of everyone? Nah, I'm out of here. Would you rather always wake up with a hangover for the rest of your life or never have a fun night out for the rest of your life? That's a weird question. If you're talking like a small hangover, I can deal with that. I can get rid of that quickly. If you're talking like those hangovers that last for like the entire day, then no. I'd probably have to never have a fun night out. I could have fun days and fun mornings. Can Danger Cat make a stream overlay where you are on the ATRT? That would probably look very strange because you need to see my legs for that, and that wouldn't really work, I think. What? What? Ated BFU when it was supposed to go to you. I'm confused. I would want a long neck Jedi teacher. Yeah. I don't know how his personality would be. Have you ever had any or going to have pets? No. I've been tempted to get a dog, but I've not been 100% convinced of my decision yet, so potentially in the future. But I've never had one. Do you remember when there was some type of unfinished thing where you could have multiple seats in the speeders and LIUVs? Would you like that to return with the squad system? Yes, 100%. I thought it was funny with that bugged speeder. I don't care if it's bugged. It was fun, and no one complained about it. I hate how they had to remove it just because it looked bugged, but it was an actual fun bug. How many times a week do you drink G Fuel? Average probably 5-6 days. How much G Fuel do you drink on a day? 1 or 2 doses. I'd rather go to 3. iPods, do you remember those? Of course I do. Have you ever been in the southern hemisphere? I kind of need to look at a map for that to see. Southern hemisphere. To see what counts. Is that just the bottom half of the... I mean, Actually, I don't think I have now that I look on the map, because... Wait, Thailand isn't there either? Neither Japan, Wait, where's... I need to look in a proper map. I don't think I have actually been in the southern hemisphere in that case, because I don't think Thailand is... Thailand map. I don't think Thailand is in the southern hemisphere, right? It's kind of on the... No, it's not. In that case, I don't think I have. JP, we skipped the X-Wing and went for the TIE Fighter instead. This scene is not 100% finished yet. We're gonna get some party lights and some subwoofers for the music as well, but yeah, we'll see. What critical question do you think was missing from Battlefront 2's community poll? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I don't remember every question there, I'm sorry, so I don't have a good answer for that. Do you think Battlefront 2 need more modes, or is it fine as it is? Not really. Like, maybe some more small mode and then the big Titan mode. But if that Titan mode has a full-blown conquest experience, I think that's not maybe the most important thing. More heroes and weapons and such are more important. What do you think of the new hero prices? I like them. No, the hero prices. Oh, you mean the 35,000? It was good. It's a decent amount. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. What did you think about August update? Okay skins, one worse than the other. Some quality of life stuff, nothing special. Do you have a dream car? Not really, because like I said, I've never really looked into getting a car. I'm saying, even if I had a lot of money, I would probably not get a car until it was like I had so much money that I didn't know what to spend it on. Because I don't need a car right now. But I don't know. Well, it's not called a Titan mode, Sneaky Turtle, but it sounds like it, because it's gonna be like conquest-ish, and then you got to take down capital ships. So I'm guessing it's a Titan mode, because that's like the best word I have for it. Which part of the world that you haven't visited would you like the most to go to? That I haven't visited, I would like to go to like Mexico for their food, and just it seems like a great vacation place. And also to Iceland, I would like to go, and maybe South Korea. How's your day? My day is very good, thank you, Frisk. Is this Q&A so far better than the last one? I think so. I like the more serious questions, but I'll do the unserious ones as well for you guys. But I like this one. Do you miss the E3 hype days of this game? I do. I do miss the whole like hype of just knowing, oh my god, it's gonna be a big reveal. Everyone's gonna love Battlefront kind of thing. I thought it was so nice at Star Wars Celebration and EA Play last year. I mean, even EA Play this year still had a bit of that, because I knew about the fact that they were revealing those 4 heroes a few days ahead. So I was excited because I knew it was going to be a good reaction and that people would be happy to hear that, simply put. But I still miss the big hype, like the the hype that we had for like a new game, you know? Do you think people are overreacting to Venom being PG-13? And also, do you think it's a good trade-off so we can be in the MCU? I honestly haven't even followed that discussion at all. I don't care. The trailer looks good, so I'm not gonna judge it until I see the movie. My question is the most important. Which one are you talking about, Hedda? Is it further down? Are all your cards on every class epic rarity? Classes, yes, but not heroes. Oh, I just skipped over 2 questions. What do you think about the whole Alex Jones getting banned from almost all major social media platforms? Honestly, I don't even know who Alex Jones is, so I don't know. What do you think about Battlefield 5? I was kind of disappointed with the beta because it leans more towards Battlefield 1, and I don't like... I thought the opposite thing. I liked it because it did not go the same way as Battlefield 1. It was more hardcore, not as casual, not as much ammo, not as much health, not as easy shooting mechanics. I liked that. I thought it did not go towards Battlefield 1. Sure, it is World War 1 and World War 2. It's gonna be similarities, but gameplay-wise, I thought it was not like Battlefield 1. So, yeah, I like that. That's the one. Should Bethesda have the Star Wars license? They could get a chance on a game, yes, but I don't think you should just strip... no matter which company we're talking about, I don't think the solution now is to strip away Star Wars from EA and give it to someone else. I would, however, not mind if they licensed out specific projects to specialized companies. Like, let Bethesda do one, let Rockstar do one, you know? But I don't think the solution is to start because if they took the license away and gave it to another company, I'm sure EA has a lot of projects that would just be canned in that case. So the solution would be to license out to other companies outside of EA as well. Yeah. Should Rockstar have the Star Wars license? Well, that kind of goes back to my previous answer, I would say. I want to try out Battlefield 5 with you, and I've never played... Have you never played a Battlefield game, Hank? I'm gonna get you the code right after this stream. Remind me. I'm not gonna check the video right now. Honestly, if I don't know who Alex Jones is, I don't care. And from InfoWars, I think I've read about it, but I don't care. And if I don't already know him, I don't see the point in me looking up who it is to care if he got banned off social media. So, yeah, simple as that. I can Google his name just to see if I recognize him. Alex Jones. Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Okay, I know who that is. I recognize him now. But yeah, I have probably seen something that he's in, because I do recognize him a lot, but I don't care, if I'm gonna be honest. Okay, fair enough, Hank, fair enough. We'll play on the 6th. 6th, I think I'm gonna be streaming. So, yeah. Describe Revenge of the Sith in 1 sentence. Do it! Should Scott Cawthon have the... I don't even know who that is. Scott Cawthon, who is that? Oh, he made the Five Nights at Freddy. No, he should not have it, I guess. Battlefront 3 or a new Battlefront 2-like game made by someone else than DICE and EA. I don't know. Something different, like maybe Battlefront subtitle, so it adds something fresh, not just the same stuff. Or make a massive expansion for Battlefront 2 that remakes a lot of it and relaunch it as a new free-to-play game or something. I don't think neither a straight-up Battlefront 3 would work or a straight-up Battlefront 2 made by someone else. I don't think any of those solutions would work very well, to be honest. How many Marvel Netflix shows have you watched? Well, I've already listed them. I already talked about this earlier, but I'll go it over. I've seen all of the Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Defenders, and Punisher. Favorite was Punisher. Probably Daredevil shortly after that. Least favorite has to be season 1 of Iron Fist, but I'm excited for the second season simply because he was really good in Luke Cage season 2, which brought up my hope for that one. What were your favorite experiences as a YouTuber? Probably a combination of getting to do the official reveals, like being a part of the EA Play reveal last year, or 2000, last year, or meeting you guys in person and talking to you guys. Like it means a lot, and winning that award at EA Play was also really cool. So it's a combination of things. Did your parents watch some of your videos? My mom at least watched quite a few of my videos actually. At least those that are kind of like update videos or maybe some streams or things like that sometimes. Maybe not my normal news videos, but yeah. Why does it say dogs in the stream title? Because I wasn't sure what to put there and you posted a dog. So I thought I put dog in the title because I know there's gonna be dog in there. Do you think Game Changers will get to play test some of the Geonosis stuff like you did with previous DLC content? I hope so. The thing is, for the previous DLC content for last game, we never got to play test it. We got to come there and they said, this is the release version, you get to play it, you get to capture it, you get to do videos, and you get to release those videos a few days before the official DLC. We were never brought in to give feedback on it so early that they could change it. I got to do it a couple of times. I got to play at Dennis' PC, basically with the normal office play tests for a few of the DLCs. But otherwise, there's never really been feedback events for DLCs. It's been for the main game or just capture events for the DLC. So now that it's even more spread out, since there's one hero every month, kind of, I don't know. I'm glad. My honest expectation is probably that we'll have a capture event for the big release in November with Obi-Wan, Geonosis, all those vehicles and such. But probably not. I doubt that they would have a big capture event where they fly everyone out just to capture Grievous, if I'm gonna be honest. So yeah. No worries, Joshua. I remember that just before I started streaming. That's why you probably saw my like. How disappointed were you when the game came out? When we didn't get content, when Solar Part 1 dropped, when Roadmap dropped, when bugs came, when you just well, Dennis hasn't left, has he? Oh, you're talking about the future, when season 3 was cancelled, when Dennis left. Yeah, that's never happened. I don't think if Dennis leaves, we're in trouble, because he's the most passionate and dedicated person, and I just hope he gets to control a project from scratch, because he didn't get to do that neither with the first game or the last game. He jumped in for Battlefront 2 when it was too late to change the bad stuff. So I hope that whatever new project they come up with, he's gonna be there from the start, designing it all, because I know he knows what the community wants. But when you get to take over a project like Battlefront 2, I think he didn't get full control of the game as the sole design director until just after launch. Like, how fun is that, to take over the train wreck of Battlefront 2? Yeah, not very fun. So yeah, but yeah, I was disappointed in all those first things. I don't know how to measure it. Hello to Jake, my friend. Good to see you. And I see you got a new profile picture. What? I need to go up to your profile so I can actually see what. Because I can't see what it is. You're holding something, right? Is it fries? Like no, crisps? Or what is it? No, it's money. Or I'm so confused about the picture. What is that? Is that like credits? Give Dennis $100 million and let him make everything by himself from scratch. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I know. If Dennis, the thing is, yeah, if Dennis got this, Dennis got to do Battlefront 2 from start, the DLCs from the first game would probably be worse, but then this game would have been amazing. So, I mean, I think even if he gets full control, there's still some things that are limited. I don't think he does not decide. It's the economic or the EA people who decide exactly how the monetization is gonna work. But yeah, whatever new stuff they're working on, if something, I really hope Dennis will be part of that from the beginning, so that he can stop loot crate stuff from happening and make sure it goes in the right direction. Yeah. From 2019, nothing happened. We're now in season 7, and we just got Order 66 Hunt and Jar Jar as a hero. I hope you are correct, Janice. What hobbies do you have? Board games. Well, if you're talking outside of gaming, of course. Board games, fishing, badminton, things like that. Drinking beer with friends, sour beer, cooking. What's your favorite YouTube channel that isn't gaming related? Probably I have a lot of food channels that I really like. Like Binging with Babish. There's one called, like, I can't pronounce his name, Hiruko Tadada something. He's like a sushi chef that makes a bunch of videos. Eater is a good channel. I don't know, it's tricky to pick one favorite. What do you think about the new trailer for Star Wars Resistance? I'll give it a go, but I'm not too hyped, to be honest. How was Gamescom? Pretty good. It was a very good event. I had a lot of fun. It was great hanging out with all the people, Battlefield people. It was good. Nothing for Star Wars, obviously, but it was a good event nevertheless. Do you have the Tragedy of Darth Plagueis device memorized? I don't think I suck at memorizing stuff, like I've said so many times. When it comes to names or text, lyrics, I just have the worst memory for it. So I don't think have you ever heard Tragedy of Darth Plagueis device? And then it stops. That's about as far as I remember. And he says no. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was so powerful and wise that he could use midichlorians to create life. No, he could save the ones he loved from dying. I don't know. I'm not saying it exactly word by word right now, but it's another thing where if someone would give me options of 10 different versions that are similar, I'd probably spot the real one. Do you remember my name? Owen, do you mean your I thought, I skipped, I thought not, I know. Wait, Owen, do you mean your second name or your surname? I don't remember that, yeah. Alright, Hank, have a good night, my friend, and I hope you have a fantastic birthday tomorrow. I hope you come to Fubar. You could just go there for a few drinks, hang out with us. That'd be great. But otherwise, I'll hopefully see you later in the week. So yeah, good night, my friend. Hope you have a good one. Describe The Last Jedi in 7 words. Unused potential. Really cool scenes. I don't know, but I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I can't. Those are the kind of things you cannot just do on the spot. I was trying to go for something like it has unused potential. It has high highs, but also low lows. It's good, but it could have been a lot better. Something like that, but I wasn't sure how to get it in 7 words. A great movie that was poorly executed. I think, yeah, Jake nailed it. That's what I would say. How old is Hank going to be tomorrow? 24. He's born the same year as me, so he should be 24. Or wait, is he? Yeah, he is born the same year as me, so he should be 24. Yes, hello there, Max. You're a bit late, but no worries. What are some of your favorite songs? Dark Tranquility. Like I said, I do not remember names. I cannot remember names. I hate Misery's Crown, that's the song. And then In Flames, The Quiet Place. It's also really good. Do you like achievement hunting? Are there any games you've gotten all achievements? I don't think I do, actually. I would like to say yes, but based on my history with gaming, I would say no, because I I never do that. Even in Battlefront 2, a game I play so much, I still haven't completed all the arcade challenges because I cannot be bothered. Same thing when I was playing World of Warcraft. I never hunted achievements unless I got like a cool mount or something from it. So no, I have never been an achievement hunter. And I don't think there are any games that I have gotten all achievements in when I think about it, actually. Are there some not typically popular games you like? And are there some of these games you like for strange reasons? I don't know. RuneScape is probably typically... It's not the most popular game, but it is pretty big. And I still like it. I haven't played it for years, but I still like it. Can I say Battlefront 2? Because that's not typically popular, is it? I don't know what other games... I'm trying to think of games that... One game I really like is called A Story About My Uncle. I don't know how popular that one is, but I like it. I'm really concerned for Sweden after watching this video. Wait, I need to see what video that is. Oh my god. Why are you watching that? Oh. It's a... you know, Idol is like the auditions for Idol. You always get these people who absolutely cannot sing. I think you can probably find them in any country, and you probably pick the worst one for the Swedish audition. Yeah, I played RuneScape the entire weekend. Awesome, you did? Sweet, Isaac. I'm glad. I would play it but I just cannot be bothered with the grind anymore. Let's continue. Do you like Fortnite? It's okay. I got bored of it. If I play a Battle Royale now, I'll play PUBG and not Fortnite. I don't hate Fortnite. I've never said I hate Fortnite. I liked it for a while. I thought it was too annoying with all the building. I don't like the building part, and I also thought they added way too much weapons, so it was just too much stuff. And that's why I prefer PUBG. I prefer the gameplay style of PUBG. Do you think this is what could have been if the game had a good launch? Probably. I mean, probably not this many, because that's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 14 new characters. No, that's more, right? No, I'm missing. Oh wait, that's 60 new characters in a year. I don't think even with a good launch we would have gotten 16 new heroes in 1 year. That's a shit ton of heroes. But maybe half of them we could have had. We could have gotten 8 or 6 or something like that. If we would not have had a bad launch, this might have been how the game could have looked a year from now, 2 years into it. Potentially. Would you rather only stream from now on? Or only make videos from now on? If I can only choose streaming or video making, I'd go for streaming, honestly. Streaming is more fun in my opinion. So yeah, I'd probably, if I had to pick, only do streaming. I could probably make a living off it right now if I only did streaming. Because the streaming is my main source of revenue, to be honest. But yeah, I don't want to do that. Or like I don't have any immediate plans of stopping. News videos is what made my channel, and that's what gets the most views. So I will never stop doing news videos unless there's no news to talk about. Raging Gummy Fish or Golden Apple Pear? Probably Raging Gummy Fish, but it depends on my mood. Favorite Marvel movie? Easily Infinity War. From before Infinity War. Either Iron Man 1 or Thor Ragnarok. I can't quite pick which one of those I prefer. OBS support is now live. Check your Battlefront stats profile. Ooh, will do, Danger Cat. Will do. Maybe, Jake. Maybe. Do you think introducing officer skins for the clones is a good idea? If so, what could they add in? I don't know. Not top priority in my opinion. I don't mind. I think it's sure they should have been armored, the officers. It would make more sense, but it's like, it's one of those things where the community throws a tantrum about it, and I'm like, whatever, kind of. Yes, if I could choose, I would like something other than the current officers, and I would like something that was armored. But overall, it's a bit like, it's really not a big deal to me. It really isn't. It would be cool with skins, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty far down on my priority list of things I would like in the game. Have you played GTA before? Yes, I've played the game. The GTA I played the most was probably GTA 4. Or is it 5? No, GTA... Wait, there isn't a GTA. Wait, GTA... No, I'm talking about GTA 5. I don't... I like how I don't... No, yeah. GTA 5 was the one I was talking about. I have that for my PS4, actually. I like how I don't even remember. I haven't played it for like a year, so I forgot. Yeah, GTA 5. That's the one I played the most. Is this a droidica? Yes, it is. Is that a destroyer? Yes. Do you like rock soup? Like soup with small rocks in it? I hope it's popular where Matic lives. No, I don't. Do you like flies in your soup? No thanks. Are you going to fight Westy after the KSI versus Logan Paul fight? No thanks. I think I will probably get messed up by any YouTuber in a boxing fight, so I'll pass. Who won, Logan Paul or KSI, Deji or Jake Paul? I think, well, Jake Paul did, to be honest, win against Deji. I think KSI won against Logan Paul. Is this prediction true? I don't know which prediction. There will be no droidicas / new reinforcements in the game this year. Yeah, that could be reality. Do you think we will get droidicas? Only if we get support beyond 2019, or beyond 2018 to be more specific. If they only give us what they've already announced, I feel like it's very unlikely that we get droidicas after Ben's Reddit post. Is this Q&A longer than the last one? It's getting closer to 2 hours now, and I need to hurry up. Because I don't want to do this too late. If you would fight a Battlefront YouTuber or YouTuber you know personally, who would it be? I don't think I want to fight anyone. I don't see why. Stupid thing. I don't want to fight anyone, so no. I'll do what the Alex challenged me to play that Terras Cassie Star Wars game for a fight. What was that Jap tweet about when you were at Gamescom? Yeah, we were... Jap is a Swedish chocolate, and I was drunk. And I was talking to some English YouTubers who thought they thought some Swedish candies had funny names. So yeah, that's what it was about. How drunk were you? Pretty drunk. I woke up with sand in my entire bed because I was at that beach party, and I just for some reason decided to sit down or lay down on the bed with my clothes on. Not the best idea. What exactly goes into being a game changer? Is there a contract or special perks, or do they give you a lot of creative freedom? They give me 100% creative freedom. They have absolutely no control over anything I do. The only thing they ask for is if they invite me to an event, I need to say that I was invited by them. I need to have the Powered by Game Changers logo, and if they do pay me for a video, I gotta say it's sponsored, and that's when they have a bit of creative control. They can tell me what's gonna be in that video, but it's gonna be in my words. But I mean, I haven't done a sponsored video for them since like December when I did the Last Jedi stuff. Other than that, I can pretty much do whatever I want. But if I'd say, like, if I'm racist, or if I'm bullying people, or if I do anything like that, or if you do extreme clickbait or misleading or talk badly about people, then you could get kicked from the program. But if I criticize, it's probably also if I just made videos every day saying this game sucks, screw EA, I'd probably get kicked as well. But if we're just talking about criticizing the game and things like that, I can do that as much as I want. That's even like Ben said when I won that award. One of the reasons to why I did that was because I gave them harsh feedback when they wanted that, you know? I don't want to offend CJ, but now that they are not working on weapons, what is he doing? Well, he can probably answer that better himself, but he does a lot of different things. He's like the... maybe not the best comparison, but he's kind of like the Pablo Hidalgo of DICE. He's the guy who knows the most Star Wars there, so he probably works on more bigger picture stuff, I'd imagine, like what skins are we gonna do, or what things are we gonna do with that. And I don't think that's how it is. I don't think so much about designing the weapons is down to him, but it's more about the system of the game if they want to add an extra weapon or ability or character, it's they've locked themselves too much into every class or character has exactly these many weapons, exactly one class. So if they want to add like a droidica, they have to make a new class for that. I don't know. Now I'm rambling here, but I don't know. I think he does more bigger picture stuff. That's my yeah. How is Elliot supposed to know what CJ is doing? Well, I mean, sometimes, like last night when I went to Incredibles, that was actually with CJ and a couple of other guys. So, but yeah, I don't know exactly what he's doing, and I will leave that to him to ever answer if he wants to. He's been pretty quiet about. I mean, I think he does like balancing and stuff, doesn't he? As well. I remember he responded to some stuff out on Twitter a few months ago about like. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was some balancing stuff that he talked about. So I think he does. He's not like a specific weapon designer. He probably does like a lot of things. Have you ever played paintball? Actually, I have not. I want to do it. I've played a lot of laser tag or laser doom or whatever you call it. So the next step would be to play paintball, I think. Hello to Carvin. Good to see you. When's the next top 5 plays reviews? Probably tomorrow or Thursday, we'll see. Do you want to play Battlefront 2 IRL like in the Star Wars show? Well, that'd be pretty neat, yes. Oh yeah, and Owen just basically asked me what I just answered. Yes, I have played laser tag and I do like it. But graphics were better, Battlefront 1 or 2, definitely 2. How did you celebrate your birthday today? Oh well, that was a week ago roughly. I did a stream and then I went out for dinner and drinks with friends. And then a few days later when my parents were back home, we went to have some good sushi. How old are you now? 24. Is there an agenda in Battlefield 5? No. Oh, so tired of that. Like, sure, they might have made the most ridiculous first trailer, both in the pacing and what they decided to feature. But if there are women that you can be in the game, I don't care. Let people be that. I bet you will not give a shit about that when you're actually playing the game. Same thing as everyone was like, oh my god, cross-era heroes. My immersion is ruined. I can't play Battlefront 2. 1 week after launch, no one said a thing about it. So, same thing here. It's exact same thing. It really is. I don't care. And yeah, I think you should judge the game from playing the game before you start saying stuff like some people do. Play the open beta that's free for everyone. Play the game. And you like it, buy it. And if you actually play that game and you're like, this feels wrong. I see a woman running with a gun on the other side of the street. I can't play the game. Well, first of all, I think something is wrong with you. But if that's your opinion, so be it. Just don't buy the game. Simple as that. But I don't even think I have given a thought about how people looked when I've been playing. I have solely been going off the gameplay. That's simple as that. And as far as from what I've seen and the research I've done, everything they have shown in the trailers, it has been there in actual World War II. They have definitely pumped it up in terms of, like, there's one image of a girl with a prosthetic arm, and now we're probably gonna see a lot more than one. Or same thing with that blue face paint. There's also pictures from World War II with people having that, but they take something that might have been seen once, but then they put it as a common thing. So sure, it's maybe not gonna look exactly like World War II, but that's not what they've said either. So yeah, I can't be bothered to discuss that because I don't care about it. I play the game because I think it's fun. Do you still actively play PUBG? Not the last few weeks or month, but I occasionally, yeah. Oh my god. Do they actually have Bamse snacks with a dabbing bear on there? And no, Sun Central. That was a very bad statement by Patrick Sutherland, because that's not really what it is. How long have you been living with Jimmy in this house apartment, whatever it is? 1.5 years, I think. I think I got the apartment last January, and he moved in like 2 months later, because he had a apartment that was like a short-term contract, so it was kind of perfect. That I was like, all right, I've got a spare room. Do you want it? Sure. So yeah. What software/program do you stream with? OBS Studio. A Bayern or Oiko? Bayern, Oiko or Div? I don't know. Both are equally bad. What do you think about the Vader fan film from Star Wars Theory? I don't know. It could be good. They seem to have some good actors on there, especially that Palpatine actor or voice actor seems really good. So yeah. Thoughts on the roadmap? If you're doing this before the actual one is released, just say go. Again, like I've said, I thought it was a decent update. They gave us some good dates. Some things got moved back, some got moved forward, and we got 3 new vehicles. So overall, better than I think most of us expected, but nothing like mind-blowingly amazing. Can you please make Palpatine say, "Do it"? Of course.
Do it, 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 do it.
Can you make a random 501st Trooper say, "I'm sorry, sir, it's time for you to leave"?
I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.
And then Tron Lives. Why do you want to hear all this?
I didn't know there was this much green in the whole galaxy.
Exactly, Daniel. I think what you said is kind of what I think is the most reasonable way to see it. I think I'd probably also prefer if they used women more historically accurately, but I also don't mind the way they've done them now. So if I could pick, if I could just be like, this is the more historical accurate one, this is the one where there's going to be more, I don't know, made up, however you put it. I'd probably pick the more historically accurate one, but if the gameplay is the same, give me any of them. I don't really care. I think that's probably the most reasonable way to put it, Daniel. Have you ever seen a shooting star? I thought you were talking about the shooting stars meme for a second, but no, I actually have not. Best prank you've ever pulled? That's a good one. I haven't done too many pranks, to be honest. Man, I can't come up with any good one. I don't think I've got any particularly good prank that I can bring up. I'm sorry, I really I can't come up with a good answer for that. Thoughts on Earl Dooku? I hope they actually call him Earl Dooku now. Is Infinity War out in Sweden yet? I think so. For some reason I forgot about it and never actually ordered it, but I should. What new clone skin do you like the best? 41st. Do you like Mountain Dew? It, of course. If you could only drink beer or G Fuel forever outside of water, which one would you pick? Probably beer, to be honest.
Only money.
Thank you, Inferno Trooper, for the 250. No, it's not up yet, my friend. I'm sorry, I haven't had time today. It will probably be up for the next stream. But I do your choice of sound was good. I'm gonna miss Watto, but I promised the top donator to pick the sound, so I will stick to that. Do you think the delay of Battlefield 5 will have an effect on Battlefront 2? Possibly. I think there's probably very specific parts. Like, I don't think every developer will need to stick on the game for a month extra, but there are probably some specific parts that were behind, and therefore those people will stick by, versus some people might already be done and then go back to Battlefront 2. So I don't think there was like, okay, every person in the dev team is going to stay an extra month, because people finish at different times. Like, there's so many different level artists, lighting artists, coders, 3D artists. There's so many different ones that I do think some might stay longer, yes, but some not. What would you recommend a new streamer to avoid starting out? Oh, that's a tough one. Most importantly, I would say have a good microphone. You can start without a webcam if you want to, but have a good microphone. Probably a webcam. If you have a webcam, have a good one. Make sure you pay very close attention to your chat and really cherish everyone who's there. Especially if you get a donation or something, you'd never ignore stuff like that. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? What about it? What would you rather have, fingers instead of toes or toes instead of fingers? Definitely fingers instead of toes, because then you would be like a chimpanzee where you would actually have more control in your feet. But if I put toes of my fingers, I would be clumsy as hell. So yeah, I'd rather have fingers. And you could also hide that, so you wouldn't look... If I had toes as fingers, I would look so weird. But yeah. Do you really think the gonk droid is cool, or is it a meme for you as well? It's kind of like, the gonk droid is pretty neat, but it's nothing amazing. Would you rather have the 3 vehicles or a droidica, or a droidica? That's a tough question. I think since it does include the ATTE, I'm gonna have to go for the 3 vehicles. Would you rather have a Battlefront 3 or a GTA style Star Wars game? Probably a GTA style Star Wars game, and then continue working on Battlefront 2. Cad Bane or Asajj Ventress? Cad Bane, to be added. Yeah, I'd imagine that if they pick one of these two, it's probably Ventress first, but I would pick Cad Bane personally. Is this Q&A longer than the last one? It seems like it might be. I need to start being more harsh on when I cut off the questions. Favorite Battlefront 2015 moment and your favorite stream from Battlefront 2015? Probably the Death Star stream, I would say. One of my favorites for sure. I really love that stream. It was so much fun doing the official first look of the Death Star DLC. Do you miss the previous Q&A's deep questions? If with deep you mean really strange questions, then not really. What is worse, Grievous delayed 1 month or Grievous really buggy when he arrives? Definitely Grievous really buggy. Because I think if they went out and said, oh, we're gonna delay him a month, people would be, oh, this sucks, oh, I hate it, but I would also take that over a buggy Grievous. I feel like Grievous, since he's very different, has a lot of potential to be buggy. A lot of potential to be buggy, both animation-wise, movement-wise, and ability-wise. So I would much rather have a polished, awesome Grievous than a buggy one. What do you think about this song? Star Wars cover. Yeah. I shouldn't get a copyright strike for this, right? Yeah, that's just... I don't know what to say. If were possible to sleep or play Battlefront at the same time, would you like to do that? I don't think so. Not really. How do you think the ATTE is going to work? I'd imagine it would be similar to the AT-ATs and ATTs of the original game. Original games. I don't know. I would like it to have 2 slots. I would like it to be a spawn point and also that it has 2 slots. Because I don't want it to have like 4 or 5 slots. It takes way too much people away. But 2 slots. The driver and main cannon, and 1 guy who can rotate the main turret around. That's what I want. 2 slots. That's what I would ideally want. What did you think about the campaign? I thought it was good. The actual campaign. It was just the quick turn from Iden made no sense to me, to be honest.
Now I am the master.
So yeah.
Limited customization in a Star Wars game where you have thousands of canon skins but lots of customization in a historical WW2 game. GG, unamused.
Thank you, Shonky Mojo, for that donation. Yeah, it's a shame. I think, honestly, if the tables were turned, if Battlefield 5 was released last year, I think that game would probably have had all those issues with microtransactions, and then Battlefront 2 would have been the game that had all the cosmetics at launch, because that's where you can make a lot of money from Star Wars. So that's kind of how I feel, where it wouldn't surprise me if they were doing a similar system to what they did for Battlefront 2 for Battlefield 5, and then they saw the controversy around Battlefront 2, and they were like, oh, maybe we don't do this for Battlefield 5 and we get some cosmetics in there. But then they actually had a year or almost a year to get that in there. That's my guess. Thoughts on Aiden? Pretty good character, but a too quick turn. If you read the book, you can already there see that she doubts something. So I don't think necessarily the turn per se was that bad, but it was more that it went a bit too quickly. And she was forgiven too quickly from the rebels. And the main issue was also the marketing. You shouldn't market it as a massive empire campaign when less than half of it turns. Hask was kind of the one we should have gotten, you know? I think it should have almost focused around Hask. Because then that's the story we were promised. I liked all three of those characters, to be honest. I liked the plot as well. Do you like the heroes as playable characters in the story? Yeah, overall I thought some characters felt a bit forced, like shoehorned in there. But like I really liked the Shriven Lando mission, and the Luke mission with Miko was great. So yeah, yeah. Out of 10, how would you rate it for new canon story content? Well, from that perspective only, probably like an 8 or 9. Story-wise, I would rate it like a 6 maybe. How much did I enjoy it? Probably like a 7, I would say. Do you like the Resurrection DLC? Yeah, I liked it quite a lot. It was some weird, like the whole Hask Item thing was kind of weird, but I really liked how it tied so directly into The Last Jedi, with basically ending when The Last Jedi started. That was a surprise, and I liked that. Do you think that Marvel is making films better than Star Wars is at the moment? And do you think that Marvel has a clearer vision than Lucasfilm? Yes. They make movies that the fans want. And I think the problem is that no one really knows what everyone wants for Star Wars, because everyone wants different things, and no matter what they do, they're never gonna please everyone. They could definitely have done The Last Jedi a lot better, but it's so much easier for Marvel because they can base a lot of it off comics that already exist, and therefore people kind of know what to expect. But overall, yes, they have a clear vision, and they definitely deliver more high quality films than Star Wars. Where can I find those cased heads that Liam sent you? I actually don't know. I think he responded out. I don't know if Liam is here right now. I don't think he is. Pontifex, hello there. Have you been to Chicago before? No. And do you think you will have a panel at Star Wars Celebration? I really hope so. I really would love to have a panel together with like maybe Alex and Hello Guido or something like that. I think that would be really cool. I'm gonna talk to them and see if it's possible to make that happen, because I would love to do it. I've been in like 2 panels in total. One at a YouTube event, and I've been at one panel at Comic-Con, and I don't know, I just answering questions. Which one is your favorite? Oh, the favorite out of those? You mean out of the probably General Grievous or Commander Gree. Do you think you'll ever get a dog? What would her name be? Potentially, yeah. I think I potentially would get a dog. I don't know. I can't decide. I would call the dog Sheev, no matter the gender. No, I don't know. I wouldn't mind a Star Wars name, like Luke or Leia or something. I think that would be pretty neat. But not Sheev. Do you watch horror movies? No. What do I have to do to get you to do the 100 Deaths Challenge? I don't know, because that's never gonna be possible. If you see how quickly you need to get kills to get 100 kills, you would realize that it is literally impossible to get 100 deaths. You cannot die that fast with the respawn time. Why was this month's Q&A so late? Because there's always a lot of stuff happening late in the month. Like last week, we obviously had my birthday, we had the new Battlefront II update, and some other things, which meant that I couldn't do the Q&A. If the new game mode is ground to space or something like that, do you think battle points that you have gained in the ground phase should be transferred into the space phase? Yeah, sure thing. Why not? I hope it's not going to be a straight up ground to space where it's like, oh, now you're going to play Starfighter Assault. I don't want them to force that. I think it would be fine if the destroying capital ships would be like in the atmosphere, to be honest. If you could like on Camino, like you can see, let's say both teams have a capital ship of their own, hovering above, and depending on how well you do on the ground, it will either be one side attacking one of it or the other side attacking. So like it would start down there, and when it progresses to the capital ships, it will only be going to one of them. So one will be defending, one will be attacking. I think that could be cool. Since Grievous and Kenobi are coming soon, what kind of heroes do you hope they will be, or what abilities would you like to see them have, and your expectations on their type of play abilities differ from your wish to pick on the time? I don't think that differs, but I think like Grievous is kind of tough because he is agile and clumsy at the same time. I'd imagine that maybe he will be very clunky and slow when he's walking normally, but that he could have like some sprint abilities, like almost like a shoulder charge, maybe even like, you know, going down on the ground on 6 legs, and just going like that. That could be pretty cool. Or just charge forward with 2 spinning lightsabers, because to be realistic, if the ability was like those spinning lightsabers and he walked as slowly as it did in the movie, that would be pretty useless. You would never reach anyone. It would be super easy to dodge. So it would look cool, but it would be a useless ability. So I want him to be clunky but have some speedy abilities, versus Obi-Wan would be more overall agile, I would say. Kind of a bit like, not as speedy as Luke, but yeah. I don't know what his abilities should be though. I think like, what abilities could he have that makes him a bit unique? I would like to see some cool force power. Some force power that we don't currently... Maybe a force pull, actually. A force pull was something we had in the previous... Well, I just realized that Kylo has a force pull. For some reason that slipped my mind. But, I don't know. I can't come up with a specific unique one. Can you do a very dedicated Palpatine impression with the... I don't know. I have waited a lot. No, I can't do impressions like that. I can't do them on order. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. It just I can't do impressions. I will keep denying them. They might come occasionally when I mimic my donation alert or something. But yeah. What do you think about blasters being able to shoot you when you freeze? Oh, you mean the bug? Well, that seems to be fixed. Half fixed right now. Do it! That's like the only quote I can actually say without messing it up. How much money would someone have to pay you to make a really bad song? Probably enough to hire someone who can make the song for me, because I can't do it. If I'm just gonna have my terrible voice in there, and maybe, yeah, I don't know how much it costs to have someone do that. Do you think they should do what they did with Battlefront 2015 and bring back the reveal streams for new content? Yes, I do think they should do that. And I hope that's what's going to happen with the developer streams. That I'm kind of losing my hope on those, because the last responses that Ben has said has been kind of like, I hope I still want to do them. It kind of sounds like, oh, I probably won't happen, but I still want to do them. That's kind of how I interpret those answers on Reddit. I hope I'm wrong, but I really do hope they will happen. I mean, if they could do it for the last game, why couldn't it do it for this game? I feel there's a general impression that in I countries people don't talk to each other casually unless there's a specific reason, maybe as much as in U countries. Do you think this is true? I think it depends. I mean, in the US, people tend to talk more to each other, versus in Sweden, we don't really talk to random people at all. I don't know if there's a specific reason. I don't think it has so much to do with if it's a developed or not developed country. I think it's more about just the culture. Because if you compare the US to Sweden, it's a massive difference. Can you give 3 negatives and 3 positive things about yourself? I'll give... okay, we'll see if I can come up with 3. And one negative thing is definitely that I get salty way too easily. I'm a very... Yeah, I get salty too easily, and I can't control my anger. And well, I can control it. I'm not going to go and punch someone or punch something, but I become salty. I guess that's the one. And I can be impatient as well. very impatient with, if I want to do something, I want it done now. And I can another negative is what's called procrastinate way too much. Like if I'm gonna do something, I can I tab up on YouTube, watch a video, then I tab down, do that, tab up to YouTube, and I'll do, unless there's like a news update that I'm speeding to get out, I struggle to concentrate for long periods of time. Positive, I don't know, I'm passionate about what I do. I don't mind putting a lot of time into something that I might not necessarily have to do. I don't know, you guys can list positive things. I'm honest, maybe. I would never trick people. I'm honest, always honest. And I'll say what I think. Alright, good night, Senate Central. Thank you, my friend, for watching. I'll let you guys pick the third positive. Would you ever consider playing horror games like Outlast or Amnesia? Maybe. I've done one. I did the Evil Within 2 one. Now, it's not that bad, Philip, out. It's not that bad in terms of concentrating. I don't think I have ADHD, because I'm like, if I'm sitting down and doing something, that's fine. But it's more like when I'm at the PC and I'm one click away from watching YouTube videos, you know? Versus if I sit still in school, I've never had issues concentrating, because then you can't really do other stuff, if that makes sense. That's usually when people with ADHD have issues, sitting still and writing. Do you think it's sad that we will very likely never get to space travel and see other planets? I don't know. I would never say never. I mean, see how fast technology has gotten now. I think it will happen at some point. I mean, how many years do I have left to live? Like 70 or 60 years. So maybe I will see that. I don't know. Do you like noodles? Yes. Here's my dog indicating the near end of the Q&A. See, we did get dogs, although it's the same dog but two different pictures. I will allow your dog photos, only if it's your own dogs in the Q&A, so don't post other dogs. I like that dog, it's very cute. What's the story in Balamory? I don't know. What's your full name? I won't say. Is it possible to learn this power? No. Do you have 3 first names? No, I have 1. Or I have a middle name, Björn. Like bear. It's literally a direct translation of bear, which is a common Swedish name. But yeah. Why are you the Senate? Because I am. How do you imagine yourself doing in YouTube after 7 years? 7 years. Well, that is that's a long time. That's after EA's license has expired. So I don't know, actually. I mean, these 5 years have gone past so fast that who knows? Maybe I'm still doing this. Do you have hopes for Battlefront 2? A glimmer of hope. I have not given up on this game just yet. I mean, there's still content coming, but I mean beyond that. Would you make a big meeting of the Senate one day? If you mean 200 people in a Discord chat? No. Who is your least favorite Star Wars character? Probably Jar Jar, Rose, who else? L3. But again, I don't have a character I hate. I dislike those characters. I don't think they were good, but I don't hate them, okay? So, yeah. Why is your gag reflex triggered easily? It's not so much, it's more about the smell. I'm sensitive for really bad smells. I know, I think I've always had. I remember even when I went, when I was a kid and went to the, what's it called, the dentist, and you know when they put these things, you bite into here to like scan your, to do the scan thing to see if you, how your teeth are looking. Even then, when they were putting those back, I was like, ugh. So they even put in like the, has a strong gag reflex or whatever. So sometimes I got to use like a smaller thing. I hate those things. It's so uncomfortable. It's like this freaking big plastic cube thing you put in like all the way in the back of your mouth. So yeah, I don't know why. Why are you such a good YouTuber? I don't know, because I'm honest maybe. Thank you. Who is your favorite Star Wars actor? I kind of want to say Sam Witwer just because of his diversity and his ability to make both Palpatine and Darth Maul amazing voice actor-wise. But otherwise, I like Mark Hamill just because the way he is. He's such a great dude. Yeah. Are you General Trelawney? I don't even know what that means, so no. Why the dark side flows through you? Because I'm a salty Battlefront player. I've been influenced by Palpatine. That's why I can rage so easily. Do you think EA will make a Battlefront 3? Probably not. They might make a third Battlefront game, but I highly doubt we're gonna get a straight up Battlefront 3. What would you think if Bethesda or some other larger company bought the majority of shares of EA, or at least a company with good reputation? That would be interesting. I don't think Bethesda could do it because I don't even know if they're bigger than EA. EA is like one of the biggest ones. It would probably have to be something like Microsoft or a company of that size. But yeah, I don't know. Not sure what would happen. Which stream out of all them was your least favorite and most difficult? That's a tough one. I'm trying to think if I've done any streams that probably those when I have like a lot of technical difficulties and nothing works. I don't know a specific one right now. So I don't really know which stream has been my least favorite, if I'm gonna be honest. Will this be the final question? Who knows? Not yet. We have a few. This is the last ones. Do it or hello there. Do it. How's your cousin doing? They're doing good. I have 3 cousins, so I don't know which one you're referring to, but they're all doing good. My little cousin's doing good. My little cousin loves Star Wars, and my older cousins are also doing good as far as I know. Last time I met them at least, so yeah. Which Marvel Netflix shows have you watched and what? Owen, what? You asked the same question twice in the same month. And it's the 3rd time that question has been asked overall this month. What aspect of metal is the reason you listen to it? Probably the melodic reason. Because I don't like straight up metal or death metal is not that good in my opinion. I want the melodic part, the melodic death metal like In Flames, Dark Tranquility. That mix is what makes it good in my opinion. Do you think that the Iron Turret is OP? Yes, against infantry. It has a way too long lock-on range. Are you excited for Iron Fist Season 2 and Daredevil Season 3? Yes, I am. Especially Iron Fist Season 2 because of the simple reason that the first one had a lot of potential, but he was being kind of annoying there. But then when he appeared in the Luke Cage Season 2, he was great there. And I felt like they kind of redeemed his character. And I hope they're going to have the same writer who directed Luke Cage Season 2. Do that. So in that case, I think it could be good. Oh, the cousin that likes Star Wars. Yeah. He's doing... I haven't met him actually for probably over 2 months, I think now. But I hope he's doing good. I hope so. But yeah. I bought Battlefront 2 for my little cousin after he played it a while ago. And he was bragging to his dad how I do graphics for a YouTuber. That's pretty neat. That's so cute. I wonder when my cousin is gonna start playing Battlefront. I think he's... How old is he now? He's like... I mean, he should be able to play. I mean, Luke. You know, Luke Moran, David and Luke. He's 7 and plays the game. Or 8 now. And my cousin is 8 or 9, I think. I don't know. But yeah, it is time to wrap up this stream very, very soon. Do you guys have any final questions in the chat? My little cousin is 10. Okay, that's a pretty reasonable age, I would say, to start playing. A stream with your cousin would be awesome. It would. I don't know if I think I would want to... I'd probably rather do a video in that case, where you have a bit more control. And I don't know how much English he knows, though. I don't think he can speak too much. Stream... multiple of you asking about a stream tomorrow. I think so, but it would probably be an early one. An afternoon stream, as I'm going away in the evening to a pub. I don't quite know if it will be Battlefront or Battlefield. Actually, it might be Battlefield. My Battlefield stream did really well today. So I might do a Battlefield stream. We'll see. That's good. Do like Philip Out did. If you're watching the stream and you're not a senator, do like Philip Out did. I was once the peasant sitting outside the chat and not being able to talk. But now I stepped up my political game and joined the Senate. If you're watching, guys, just do it. I just gonna see if I can figure out a lag for tomorrow. I hope I can somehow, because it's. I mean, to be fair, it was playable. You guys probably didn't notice too much, and I did perform well in the game. It just was annoying to have a ban FPS, you know, like a third of what I have in Battlefront. Use your Twitch Prime. Yeah, I wish we had. I really, every single time I get the chance to talk to someone at YouTube Gaming or YouTube, I say, please give us re-membership alerts, like on Twitch. Please give us tiers, and please give people a free subscription with YouTube Premium. Because like, if it costs $5, YouTube takes a 30% cut, so that's $3.50. Out of that, is it $15 or $10 a month? They would need to give $3.50 to a YouTuber, which is a pretty decent deal. And I do think more people would get YouTube Premium if they got a free membership to a channel. Is the Thai Advanced gonna be the official party Thai from now on? Yes, I think so. Once Danger Cat sorts out the disco lights and the potential subwoofer, then yes, it will be. Yes, he does. Dark Ghost Gamers. I need to improve this scene as well. I think Danger Cat had an idea for how to make this look a bit more, not white boxes like here and here. But we'll see. I don't know if Danger Cat is still here, but those are the things on the roadmap. The internal roadmap we have for Battlefront updates. Disco Thai and a new Senate screen. We'll see when that happens. The disco tie should hopefully happen soon, because it's good as it is right now. We just need a bit of lights and potentially the subwoofer. So I'm sure I could even find like a free, royalty-free disco light thing to put on top of it, so Danger Cat doesn't have to create it. We'll see. Galactic credit logos coming soon. What do you mean with that? Galactic credit logos? I'm confused. Oops. The top of my pen just fell off. I'm always like when I'm just talking on the stream, I'm just messing around with this pen. Okay, I will let Danger Cat do it, because he's gonna make it look a lot better than if I strip some royalty-free stuff from the internet and put it on the stream. I'll let him do it. Would you ever get a Star Wars tattoo? Yes. I have been thinking about it for a long time. I just cannot decide exactly what I want. But yeah, we will be getting an updated roadmap this month. I don't know about that, to be honest, Owen. They haven't they haven't promised any more updates to the roadmap yet, so I wouldn't get your hopes up for that. I'd imagine that we might get a roadmap update once they know if the stuff will make it to December. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get it at Celebration, Jake, because I think I would prefer to do it locally in Sweden, so that if I decide to get more tattoos, I can have kind of one place I go to, someone who knows me, someone whose style I like. Elliot wants a tattoo that just says "Do it" across his entire chest. Yeah, almost. Well, I wonder if someone has a "Do it" tattoo. Like the Mountain Dew It or something. galactic credit sign somewhere small like my ankle or something. Yeah, I would probably like to get a tattoo here on like the on my what do you call it, forearm, an underarm. I don't know what it's called. So it would be something that's pretty visible, which is why I want to be 100% sure. Galactic Senate symbol. How does that even look? Is that a thing? Galactic Senate symbol. I didn't even know they had a symbol. Oh, they do actually have a symbol. I didn't know that. Is that canon? It is canon. Ah, that's actually not a bad suggestion. Because that's actually not a bad suggestion at all. Because that looks really cool. Like, just as a tattoo. If you get that one, someone sees it. Oh, that's a cool shape. What does it mean? And I can just say, oh, it's... I don't know, give a good explanation. I kind of like the... that logo. I'll show it on the stream in case you're wondering. Because it's the kind of logo that if you recognize it, you might think it's cool because it's from Star Wars. But it also represents freedom and democracy. I mean, sure, it got messed up and became the Galactic Senate or Imperial Senate, but that wasn't the point. And it's also... I think it just has a good backstory for me. Because Star Wars isn't just a cool thing for me. Star Wars is like literally my livelihood and my life, pretty much. So it would, I don't know. I'll think about it. I did actually not know that the Galactic Senate had a symbol like that. I can't recall ever seeing that in the movies, so I'm not sure where it actually comes from. Does anyone know that? But get a tattoo of Ben and Dennis on your back. Oh God. Oh, that would be ultimate cringe. But yeah, I'm kind of curious where the Galactic Senate symbol comes from, because I don't know. Oh, there's a Disney pin here. The Disney pin, Star Wars emblem, Galactic Senate symbol. It's the official 2005 official trading logo. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe that's where it comes from. It's on the podium in the middle of the Senate chamber. Is it? Let me see here. Podium, the Senate, Star Wars. Well, you are right. It is. Right here. You can see the podium has the Senate logo right here. Maybe I even have it on this scene, do I? I do have it on this scene, just that you don't see. If I... yeah, there it is. There's the Senate logo. I've had it here all the time. I just haven't thought that it was an actual logo. I think I've got a good idea for a tattoo now. But it's also the point where I don't want to make it into a meme thing. I really don't want like a meme tattoo. I would not get it because, oh my God, the Senate, do it, like that. It's more like, okay, it's Star Wars. It's pretty casual. It's not Darth Vader's face with a lightsaber. It represents democracy. It represents what I do on my YouTube channel with the Senate. It kind of represents a lot of different things. I don't know, Jake. Honestly, I don't agree with Jake on that one. It does not look like a male genitalia. Galactic. I don't know how you... I don't think anyone would... If you would see this and think this is a male genitalia, you must think that everything that is long is a male. A lightsaber would be that as well. Because I would not... It looks more like a sword hilt. However, one thing I was thinking about was Palpatine's lightsaber, but that one actually does look like... it does look like a dildo. So, I don't think getting this one as a tattoo is a good idea. It looks good as a lightsaber, but if someone were to see that, they would be like, what the actual hell did you just tattoo? So, don't get a tattoo of... Actually, I'm kind of curious. Palpatine lightsaber tattoo. I wonder if anyone has that. Not from what I can see. Not, at least not the first results. But yeah, you can see what I mean about that lightsaber. That's why I wouldn't get it. But yeah, the time has come to wrap up the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow, most likely, for a Battlefield 5 stream. Maybe a top 5 plays review, I'm not sure. But as always, huge thank you to all of the senators for the support here on the channel. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's good that Jake brought it up, because I would be kind of annoyed if I got that tattoo and then someone said that. But I still don't think that looks like that, but oh well. You could make it look a lot cooler as well. You could make it look like the logo down here and not just a, I don't know, a shape, if that makes sense. But thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your support. And as always, may the force be with you.